Good morning, everybody. Today I wanted to give you guys an update on our current scheduled gigs that we have on our calendar, also along with any promotions that we have. I also wanted to give you guys an update on any music videos we have coming up, any plans for wedding photography or just advertisement in general, and basically where I'm at as far as trying to make it a career. Okay guys, so first things first, the first thing that I want to start with is actually with our calendar. So we actually have so many things on the counter, it's crazy right now. Now it doesn't quite add up as far as finances, it doesn't quite add up to my monthly paycheck yet. I'm still working to get to that point, but so far so good. It's actually getting to a good point, and I found that with personal promotion on each type of photography, like specified, I tend to get more views, more just reach from customers. Sorry if you guys hear my dog in the background, he's chewing on his bone, but it's keeping him quiet, so I'm just gonna leave him to do that. But anyways, yeah, back to the shoots. I actually have a few shoots going on the 1st of next month, the 1st of April. Basically what I had set up is something that you can see on our Facebook page, and it's actually not something that I set up myself. It was a collaboration between me and my wife. We both worked together to make this promotion happen. She did a lot of the work as far as what photo to pick, and then like the details on the days and time. I helped set up promotions for that. I boosted it and stuff like that on Facebook, and I created an ad for it in order for people to see it more. And basically what that was about was Easter photos for people's kids. It could be really any age, but it was primarily focused towards like babies and toddlers. Now of course we do a little bit older, but that was basically the main promotion. And on the 1st, our first shoot starts at 11 a.m. and that lasts until 12, and then we have a shoot from 12 to 1, and then a shoot from 1:30 to 2:30. Now that's 3 shoots. Each of those we're going to be getting about $50 from, and of course I have to account for taxes at the end of the year, so I'm probably going to automatically take 25% out of that just to be certain. So you know, 25% of $50, 25% of $50 is like $12 and change or something like that. So anyways, I'll put from every shoot like $12 and change into a savings account. Out of each one of these shoots, I'm basically giving you guys an outline of what I'm doing as far as the business, so that you guys can follow along if you're trying to do your own thing, and that way you guys, you know, can follow along with the journey and help me promote too. So yeah, that first shoot is on the 1st. Our second shoot is actually going to be same type of shoot, but it's going to be on the 7th. That one's going to be from 1:30 to 2:30. Same situation, so that one's $50. But like I said, with each of these, they're all $50 shoots. So for the first, I'd be making $150 technically, and then you minus the 25% from the $150, and that comes out to $36 for $150. Yeah. So the rest of that money I could put into another account to use for promotion, or purchasing new gear, or just whatever I need to do in order to help this business go, you know, to where it needs to go. What I really want to get here pretty soon, this is kind of off topic, but what I want to get here pretty soon is a photo printer. I was looking at some of the Canon photo printers. That way, because there's a festival that goes on every Thursday in Palm Springs. It's on Palm Canyon Drive, and literally hundreds of people go to it every Thursday. It's crazy how busy it actually gets. So I'm gonna try to work into see if I can get a promotion stand up, or like a booth, and I'm basically gonna set up a table with a tablecloth with all our information on it as far as the business, and then I also want to set up a box full of pens, which we got. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but these are our pens, our Lip Studios pens. I'll put a little thing here in the corner, but yeah, these are our Lip Studios photography pens and cinematography pens, and it basically shows our business, what we do, photography, cinematography, and our phone number. That way, you know, if we set up the booth and we hand out pens, you know, if you find a good pen, it doesn't matter whether it's from a business or not. Most people, if they find a good pen that clicks real well and it writes real well, they're gonna keep it, especially if it has some nice heft and metal. Most of the time people keep those. And so I made sure that I got some really, really good pens. And this isn't all the pens. We have a ridiculous amount of pens, just excessive amounts. I wasn't lying when I said excessive amounts. Literally, we have 100 here, we have like 50 here, and then we have another like 50 in the car, and I'm planning on getting more here pretty soon too. So a lot of pens. But pens are very, very important to a business because everybody uses pens. Everybody. Another thing that I'm gonna be doing is, this isn't gonna be for the booth itself, but this is gonna be for customers that do bigger shoots, like music videos or wedding photos, or album cover photos, just bigger photo shoots that cost a little bit more. I'll be giving out Ellipse Studios hats, hopefully. Might not be a whole lot at first, but eventually as I go, it'll become more and more and more. That way, I mean, it's a simple hat, but if they wear it, that's free promotion, and so that's perfect. And then on top of that, I also have my Ellipse Studios Photography of the Desert shirts. And what's so cool about these is I've actually been walking down the street. You guys have seen me wear these shirts in a couple videos, but basically I've had a couple people walk up to me and just straight ask me about what type of photography I do and stuff like that, just because of the shirt. Some people thought it was from another business and not my business, but basically it has Photography of the Desert, call for details, and then it has my phone number there, which is another point of advertisement. If I'm doing a photo gig, let's say I'm doing a wedding or a music video, and I have this shirt on, which I will at every single photo shoot or video shoot or whatever, that way, promo. If somebody sees me doing that, they're like, oh, he has a nice camera, hey, that guy looks fancy, he has his own shirt on, maybe I should walk up and ask him because I have a wedding coming up, or I have a music video I want to promote because I'm an up-and-coming rapper, or whatever else. This will make it to where it's much easier to advertise. The pens are going to be a big selling point as well. Also, I have some business cards. It's getting kind of messy over here, but anyways, I've got some business cards. I think I've showed you guys these in a previous video, but they're basic Ellipse Studios business cards. I'll leave a picture right here. But yeah, it has my website, as you can see here. It's got my email, it's got the Instagram, Facebook, phone number, and it shows my name, photographer, cinematographer, and then it has a referral discount on the back. The reason this is so important is because, let's say Lucy goes and she sets up a wedding photography gig. Well, there's probably going to be like 30 plus people that show up to a wedding gig. Really most weddings are 50 people. There's a lot of people at weddings. So, if I have business cards and I'm able to set up on a stand or somewhere I could set up business cards, there's so many people there, they're going to notice that, such and such, Lucy, whatever, I forgot the name that I had said in the first place, but had set up the photography with me for a wedding gig, and they could just pick these cards up and be like, hey, I saw he was really getting some funny looking shots and he was being very creative with the way he was doing everything. Maybe I should call him in because I have a wedding coming up soon, or I have this coming up soon, or whatever. Business cards are very, very important. Also, another thing that I've been doing is I've been taking these and literally going business to business in LA, San Diego, freaking, Yucca Valley, Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Ranch Mirage, Indio, everywhere, and just basically going business to business down like a strip and handing out my business card to different places. Not really corporate places, because corporatized places would want you as a part of their marketing team in order to get photos from you. But smaller business aren't like that. They'll hire freelance, which is nice. So anyways, back to this. Like I said, on the 7th I have a shoot at 1:30. That's the $50 shoot for the Easter photos. I have a shoot at 1:30 on the 14th. I have a shoot on the 13th at 11 a.m. and then a shoot on the 13th at 2 p.m. And then lastly, I have a shoot on the 20th at 12. And then there's one last one that Lexi had actually set up, but I haven't put it here in my calendar quite yet. I'm just gonna wait for her to wake up because she's not up yet. It's actually Yeah, it's like 7 a.m. right now, something like that. But yeah, I'm actually gonna wait for her to wake up before I actually, ask her about that. Because she had told me about it last night. I was just so busy doing what I was doing that I wasn't able to write down the actual date. But anyways, that's where the business is at. Now, one thing that I am doing for a friend, actually the one that I did the music video for before, actually the past 2 music videos, Mike Craftsman is his stage name. I told him that I would do a music video for him pro bono, and that way it'll help him promote his music and it'll help me promote my business, because I'm going to try to, if you notice the other music videos, if you guys have been watching for a while, if you notice the other music videos, they're kind of toned down and they're kind of just a chill vibe, and they're really simple. They're not very complicated, maybe like 3 different shots, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's not very complicated stuff. So what I want to do is I do want to make a complicated music video. I want to make something that has a lot of good transitions, upbeat music, fast-paced timeline, just everything I want to fall into place. And I kind of want to just test my skills, put my foot in the water, just test to see how a music video would come out if I were to do it like that. And especially with the Sony A7S, it does amazing videos in the dark and such, and a lot of rap videos like he makes on the daily would be perfect for using this camera, because most of those shots are done at night or with very little lighting and smoke and stuff like that. So we have a fog machine. Like I said to you guys, I want to get that printer. It's just expensive. It costs like $300, $400 for the printer. I don't know if that's with the ink. I think that's with the ink, like $300-400, which is expensive. That's a lot of money. But if I'm able to get in with that festival down in Palm Springs every Thursday, which it'll be a long process to get there, but eventually if I'm able to set up a booth there, like I said, I want to have my pen set up, I want to have that tablecloth, and then behind me I want to have like a board or like a backdrop or something like that where I can hang some of my photos in frames, different sizes. But let me show you guys some of the photos that I was actually wanting to print. So this is definitely one of the photos that I want to add to the collection to print. I don't know if you guys could see that very well, but this is one of my favorite photos that I've ever taken as a photographer, just because it's just so damn beautiful. It was taken at golden hour. It was taken using the, I think it was the Lumix GH4 with a 16 to 30, God. It was a wide angle lens. It was a beautiful lens, but anyways, yeah. And I took this photo and it just came out beautiful, but that's one of the prints I want to do. Here's another photo that I might make a print. Just because if you notice, like, all the water droplets on this actual photo of the flower, it's just freaking beautiful. Like, if you notice, it's a little bit brighter in the background than it is right here in the foreground, which kind of brings your attention over here, which is something that I should have noticed when I was actually editing this photo. But either way, this photo is just freaking beautiful, and that's another photo I want to make a print of. But I feel like a couple of these simple photos with just items in the picture itself would sell really good. Like this one with this old-time Edison bowl, I feel like would sell really good if I put a print of it. Oh, I almost completely forgot about these. These are definitely ones that I want to print. Like this black and white one right here, this one's very important to me. I love this photo. It's just so sharp and just freaking, with everything about it. It's just so beautiful. This one's pretty too. I wouldn't do a print of that one. This one might be a cool one to do a print of. Shoot, a lot of these would be good to do a print of like this. Somebody would hang this in their room, or even in their living room. I'm sure people would hang these kind of photos. But anyways, that's the point. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is these photos I'm wanting to print out into big sheets of these, these prints, obviously. Ones that are, this big or this big and this big, like getting different sizes at different price points. And I've seen some go for quite a lot of money. Like when I was at the festival last time, what I saw was that there were some photographers there that had their prints set up with professional grade printing equipment and stuff like that. So it was all perfect and framed and it looked nice. So they had already mastered their craft for the most part. And they were selling their photos, like literally the big prints, they were freaking selling them for, I swear it was like $250 or $300 a piece. So even if I have that, even if I, sold photos like this for, let's say 80 bucks. Say I sold photos like this for $100, and let's say I sold big prints for, $200-300. If I did that, I can make a good profit. I could turn out a good profit. But the thing that sucks is, in order to go be a part of that festival, one of their things is there is a fee for it. You could either do it for the day, you could set up a one-day kind of thing, but that's kind of irritating to do every single time you want to do it, and it's very costly because one day is like $120 or something like that. But something insane for what I'm doing specifically. But anyways, they also have another period, which is, they have month periods, which is like 4 months and 8 months or something like that, and it's between a specific, day to day or month to month time period. And during that entire time period, you can go every Thursday to set up your booth. But anyways, it's only open for like 4 or 5 hours every Thursday. Which isn't a whole lot of time, but like I said, hundreds of people show up to it, so it's very busy, and more than likely you're gonna get business, at least one customer, So let's say I set up all those photos, and I spend for the day, just to test it out, say for the day I spent $120, and I sold, one print. Let's say I sold, that middle print that I told you about for like, let's say $100. Sell a print, and then let's say I get a client, whether that be a music video client, a wedding client, a real estate photography client, just really anybody. If I got 2 of those things in the matter of 4 hours through hundreds of people going through and seeing my booth all lit up in all its glory and all that good stuff, then that would make up the money needed for that night. Already, that would just be boom, make up that money, and then I can go the next time, and then the next time, and eventually I'll slowly be making more and more and more money. I mean, for all I know, I could be completely wrong, and I could set up the booth, and then it could just sell like wildfire. People could just walk by and buy paintings like nobody's business. I could sell 4 or 5 paintings that, or not. I keep saying paintings. I meant to say prints. I don't know why I'm saying paintings, but it's just because I'm thinking of paintings. Because the festivals, there's a lot of hand crafts and stuff, so keep saying paintings. I meant to say pictures, like prints. But anyways, if I can sell like imagine if I sold like 4 or 5 prints every time I set up this booth, which is a low chance, but if it did happen, right there, that's my photography. That's what I could use in order to pay my bills if I wanted to do this full time, if I set that up. Okay, that's if that works out. And then while I'm doing that, if that kicks off, plus I do this, do photos for clients, every week I set up bookings for clients. And then I also do this YouTube thing until it eventually kicks off, hopefully. I don't know, it might not, just depends. I don't know if you guys can hear that, my freaking car is going off. And it's been doing that for the longest time now because I guess one of the locks or sensors or something inside of the car is broken, and so it keeps actuating and saying that it's being broken into when it's not. It's just kind of a problem, but I'm broke and I can't solve it right now, so anyways, it's just gonna be how it is. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. I just wanted to give you guys an update on where the business is at now that it's been like a week and a half, something like that, and we're farther along in this whole photography thing because I do want to keep you guys updated. I'll probably update you guys every 2 weeks or so, something like that. That way, you guys can keep up to date with my bookings and see where I'm going as far as finances and photography as a whole. So anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. I always love you guys putting comments in the description. I respond to pretty much all of them. Some I might not respond to, I might just like them. But most of the time I respond to them if it deserves a response. And make sure you guys are there for my video tomorrow because it's going to be very good as well. There's a few things that I want to do. I don't know, I might make a tutorial video. It might be about that music video. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It just depends on how the day goes. We've got a lot of busyness that we've got to take care of. A lot of it might be recorded here, but we'll just see what happens. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you all for watching.